Hey YouTube, it's your boy Tariq, and today I'll be doing a piece for Avengers Endgame that came out recently, I should say. I'll be painting Iron Man. Well, let's get into it. So right here, I was outlining Iron Man's face structure with black acrylic paint. First, I make sure I outline with pencil where certain areas will be, and then after I just apply the paint. I made small strokes for the hair with a little curl as well to show that he doesn't have fully straight hair. Then I add more depth and volume into his hair by making it thicker by adding layers of black over each other. Then I outlined his nose and his mouth with his moustache, little of his beard, lips as well. Adding more detail to the nose area, making one and two touch-ups around different parts of the body. Now I'm applying to his torso, neck area for his armor slash suit. This is a self-portrait, so hear me about self-portrait, sorry. I mean this is a portrait, so it will only take up his face and his torso area. Now I'll be applying a little gray to show the different parts where light is hitting off on his ear. And also a little white as well, to show the extremes of where light is being touching and stuff like that. Outline his eyebrows, and now I'm applying black to outline his eyes. This is just like the preliminary part of it, so I can know where each part of his face will be, so it wouldn't be like perfect until, well, I get into the painting part, which I'm at now. So I lost the clips of certain part of this video, so well, let's get into where I'm at now. So I already applied the base color, which would be like the primary color you see on his face, which was like a tan that I made with orange, white and a little brown in it. Okay, so after that now I applied different values to his face with a little darkish brown that I mixed with some white. Don't know what color that would have made, but it made like this sunlight kind of, yeah. Well, this part of the painting now I applied places where shadows were, I applied some dark brown or average color brown for parts like below his neck, this part near his ear, and also a part around the back of his ears. I also applied some brown to his ear because Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man character, has brown in his ear, and based off the poster for Endgame I could see brown in his ear, so I did what I saw. Now I'm applying this like peachish brown to parts of his face to show where light was touching the least, and I also went over back certain areas that needed more touch up of different values, trying to give this 3D representation to show that like there's a depth and not just a flat out piece. So parts of his face got colors that I made from using brown and whites, different amount of whites and different amount of browns to get different shades and get different values and tints. Now I'm applying a little more peach color like around certain wrinkles on his face to show that they're like a little bumpish areas. I don't know how to really describe it, but gives this 3D idea, illusion I should say, near his, between his eyes, and also for like this area below his eyes and a spinner, also known as the outside part of the ear. Applied different. So now I was fixing up the eyes, adding white for the for what again, the cornea, I think it was called, yeah, the cornea, so that the pupils don't look as big as they were before. Thing about painting is that I should say it's applying of different layers of colors that match with each other that can form a nice transition when they blend properly. So it's a lot of applying of color over color until you get what you could say is the color you're looking for. Now I'll be just adding more color to make, like I think I'll be doing the lips right now. So I add red and white to get this kind of pink. But the lips aren't exactly pink for this character, so I add a little brown to it as well. I got like this sunlight color pink. I don't know if I can call it that. More like peach like color. And then I applied more white to that color now to get like a lighter version of that color that I added as well. Show where light is touching a lot and where light isn't. And just also to show that someone parts of someone's lips aren't just one straight color. Now I apply like a the same color but added brown to it to like where the lips meet to show that this amount of light is touching there due to like this curvy part where the lips meet. Now I'm applying back more shades and tints to the skin on the face because as I said, adding different layers of colors to each other is what really causes colors to blend when it comes to painting, which causes smooth transitions which give off a nice illusion of depth. This might take a while and might be upsetting sometimes, but it gives great results. Thing with art is something you might not like to do, but you should do it because it helps to improve your skills and also it's for good practice overall as well. Until you eventually start liking it, or well, not liking it, but reach a level that you don't hate it as much again. And that's what most artists try to do all the time. Realize I made a lot of mistakes in this piece, but the good thing with painting is that, well, when you make mistakes you can always paint over it, especially with acrylic paints. Water paints now, there's not really a way of making mistakes sometimes because, well, water paint doesn't have a standalone way that it's applied. Like you might apply it as like a circle and it just spreads out throughout the page due to like the absorption of the paper. But with acrylic paint now it's just standard. Where you land the paint, that's where it stays until it dries a bit, and then after you can just paint over that area with the new color that you want to apply to correct the mistakes, and it's almost as good as perfect. Sometimes I don't even know that there was a mistake in certain parts of a piece. Now I'm applying more tints by using white to show like where light is bouncing off the face. I think I applied the white too strong, and or I should have added a brown to it. Get like this lighter version of a brown that was still lighter than most of the face. But I think it maybe worked. Well, I don't know. But yeah, continuing. More tints with light reflection of the face. Now add some white also to the ear, because one thing with ear is that it always has like this whitish color vibe because the ear seems to like look like this glassish kind of texture to me. I don't know why. Or should I say it's like reflects light a lot. So you're looking at here, you see like part of it look black, then you see part look brown. You see like this part look white, sometimes even grey, although you don't even have grey hair. But yeah, it's cause the light reflects off it. Thing with doing hair, I like doing hair on the head because, well, the upper end of strands continuously overlap each other, different colors, different shades and tints. It's like kind of satisfying to me, and after a while, just give like this nice color to me. Really nice because you have colors overlapping, so parts cannot really say the color is continuous because you might be looking at one straight color, then it's some black overlaps a brown different color, and it looks really neat to me. Add some brown to also his beard and mustache because Robert Downey Jr. this character here, like, it's brownish black, or I could say brown with some black in it, or I don't know, but it's not fully black. That's one thing for sure. Thing with painting to me is repetition is key. You might go over the same area in a painting piece like all 3 times minimal, but yeah, repetition is key. I also add brown to his eyebrows because, well, eyebrows also brown black, I should say. Also, the eyebrows at first they didn't look as decent as they should be or close enough, so I went over them again. Cause, well, although eyebrows are like the smallest, one of the smallest parts of the face, they have a lot of impression, you know. Like, if you're angry, your eyebrows usually lowers with your eyes when you have like this because of the tension it build up around the eyes, the eye, between the eye area, like the space between both eyes. Tension that builds up when you're angry squeezes in, and so the eyebrows come down, like, yeah. So the eyebrows help to show a lot of expression as well. Now I'm adding dark dark shades to parts of the neck and also to parts of the eyebrows and wrinkles on the face to show depth. Illusion of depth, I should say. Add more brown strands to the hair because, well, as I said, repetition is key to painting. Add some white as well because, well, the hair reflects light a lot, as I could say. Now I added values and shades, mostly values right now, like shades I should say, sorry. Shades around certain armors to show that there is depth, and also because Iron Man armor is like metallic, so a lot of shining off areas, so you will always have different tints and shades and not just one straight color. Now add strokes of grayish line to show that it's metallic. Well, I didn't think that worked as much, but well, I tried it anyway. Now as you can see, I'll be applying darker shades by using a lot of black with the red color now. So it's like now it's like this burgundy color, I should say, or mahogany, either one, but it's darker than those, so I can't really classify it as that as well either. But well, yeah, you got the idea. So why am I mixing up my words? Okay, continue. Let me continue. So well, I applied more burgundy-like colors around the silver areas to show that there's also red inside of the armor and not just on the outside. Apply more tints now by applying a lighter version of the color that I used first for the tints. Now I'm adding more shades again. outlining the border areas better again with the silver. Do the do the painting some more justice, unlike how it was before. Think that also added emphasis on the border of the suit. I don't know why. Sometimes in painting you do stuff that you can't really explain, but it comes out with decent results sometimes. So yeah, added some white with the silver now, and then added the thoughtful reddish color. I realized I made a mistake at certain parts, so I had to go back, apply back some of the reddish color. I did some brown to his eyes because I realized his eyes weren't fully black as well. I did more strands of white to the ear, allow the suit some time to dry because, well, sometime after the painting dries, you see a mistake easier than when the paint is still wet. Well, that's for me, but yeah, I think that's how it goes. Now I'm just doing finishing touch-ups on the painting. So yeah, practically finished, but finishing touch-ups always